to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
ẹ̀ǹlẹ́ ń bẹ̀ wọn gbogbo ọmọ òkè ògùn ní tilé toko àsìkò tá a ti ń retí mọ̀ ló tó ti dé kí gbogbo ọmọge tó rẹwà lẹ́wà dùn rí dùn wò tán láwọ̀ tó omi alàgbà tán jẹ́ ọmọ ní àwọn ìlú wa ní òkè ògùn lápapọ̀ àsìkò tó láti túyáyá túyáyà jáde láti kópa nínú ìdíje omidan òkè ògùn 2024 àwọn èyí tá a ṣe sẹ́yìn lẹ́ǹkan sára sí tòtẹ̀ yìí tún máa lóyin ládùn yà lára ọ̀tọ̀ nígbà tí omidan tó bá gbégbá orókè tí ó máa lọlé pẹ̀lú 300,000 naira ẹni tó bá jẹ́ igbákejì àti ìkẹta àwọn náà tún máa lọlé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀bùn tó jingiri ra fọ́ọ̀mù lónìí pẹ̀lú 5,000 naira kí o sì ta olúborí inú rẹ jí ẹ̀tún wá gbọ́ o àǹfààní àti ní àwọn èèyàn tó kójú òṣùwọ̀n láti gba àmì ẹ̀yẹ fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí wọ́n ń ṣe ó tún ti yọ o ẹ lè pè ẹ fi mẹ́sàgì ránṣẹ́ tàbí whatsapp Ajíbọ́lá lórí nọ́mbà yìí 0813-728-9834 àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ni Alhaji Aiki Dendebula àti Marathon Extra Bitters omidan òkè ògùn 2024 tọ̀tẹ̀ yìí yóò tún lárinrin.
Don't turn off your radio. You're listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You're listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
Alright then, good morning and welcome to yet another interesting edition of Sport Brief on Power 365 FM, your number one online radio in Southwest Nigeria. We are the best among the rest. Whatever you may be listening to the sound of my voice, this is a Ibidapo Miracle Oluwadami Lola. This morning, it promises to be entertaining as I'll be taking around happenings in the world of sports, starting from the local stories. Before we go to the international stories on my table this lovely and beautiful morning, don't forget, we're live on all our social media and on Facebook at Power FM Live, on YouTube at Power 365 FM, and for the TikTok lovers at Power 365 Online Radio is where to watch us and listen to us live and direct. Don't forget, talking about the Italian Serie A, of course, some games were played yesterday. We'll go through the results, and also don't forget, talking about local stories on my table also, and we'll take a look at it before we go to the international stories that I have on my table this lovely and beautiful morning. Happy new month to all our listeners, and also out there. We cherish you a lot. Yes, this month will be a very good month for us. And all we pray that God will grant all our heart desires in the name of the Lord. Once again, welcome to the month of November. Of course, it is my month, in case you don't know. All right, let's start with the local stories that I have on my table. That's a lovely and beautiful morning. Before we go to the international story on my table, let me confirm to you, talking about 2025 qualifier as a governor a large quality of home base players. Oh my God! Let me confirm to you this morning, talking about that particular story coming from the present interim coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, that is Austin Igavon. Of course, he actually said something that you need to hear this morning. Of course, Agavon last week summoned 35 players to camp for the encounter against Black Galaxies. Don't forget, the team started preparation for the game in Abuja. That was on Wednesday. And also, don't forget, a highly impressed Agavon praised the players for their technical ability. Don't forget, very impressive only two training section, but you can see that technically they are very good. Igavon said about NFF TV. Don't forget, he said we actually we still have to look. We still have a lot of work to do because they're actually coming from different clubs, and don't forget, we have to try to see how we can actually blend them into one unit. And as it stands, the team we actually regroup next week after players left for their respective club to take part in this weekend Nigerian Premier Football League, that is MPFL game. As far as that particular one is concerned, moving away from that particular story. Okay, let's talk about this man this morning. Talking about Khalidou Koulibaly. Yes, I know it's been a while, but you might be wondering what exactly am I bringing to you this morning regarding what? Regarding Khalidou Koulibaly at this lovely and beautiful morning. Okay, let me quickly make you understand that this morning. Talking about what? Talking about Khalidou Koulibaly at this lovely and beautiful morning. Let me confirm to you, talking about what? Khalidou Koulibaly. Talking about Khalidou Koulibaly actually teams a Chelsea star to win award. Let me confirm to you this morning, talking about the Al defender, that is Khalidou Koulibaly, has teamed Chelsea striker, that is Nicholas Jackson, to win the Ballon d'Or in the future. Don't forget, Koulibaly said his fellow countryman has the talent to win the top individual award. Don't forget, Jackson has so far enjoyed brilliant start to the 2024-2025 season at Chelsea, and as it stands, the Senegal attacker has scored 6 goals and provided 3 assists in 10 games across competitions. Don't forget, he has the talent to do it, win Ballon d'Or, and I hope he will actually he will be one of the best players in Africa. Why not in the world? Koulibaly told TalkSport, and also don't forget, he said I tried to give him advice, but he has he has all the talent in his feet to do it, and I hope that that he will do. That's coming from Khalidou Koulibaly to Nicholas Jackson. My question to all the Chelsea fans out there: you see Nicholas Jackson as somebody that can actually they can win. Talking about the most prestigious award, the most celebrated award as far as the world of football is concerned. That is Ballon d'Or. Do you see your own Nicholas Jackson winning that particular award? All right, I'm moving away from that particular story. Let's go talk about NLS stories this morning. As Abia commented, a course for what? A course for more coaching training. Let me confirm to you this morning. Talking about the Abia commenter, head coach, that is Okechukwu Eje, has actually called for more skill development initiative for coaches in the Nigerian National League, that is NNL. Don't forget, according to Daily Post, records that the NNL recently had a workshop for coaches and also media managers in the league. And don't forget, Eje actually expressed satisfaction with the program. Of course, he said he believes that the training would actually benefit coaches and also the leagues respectively. Let me confirm to you also. He said, I'm very pleased with the capacity building by the NNL. And also don't forget, Eje actually told Spotlight Orba, I said this is as it stands, talking about what? Talking about the likes of Rivers Upas actually crushed a Lagos legend 102-46 to win their 5th consecutive game in the Atlantic Conference of the 2024 Nigerian Premier Basketball League in Benin. That was on Thursday. Don't forget also, talking about Abel Ofia actually scored 23 23, and also in Fine Coco scored 19, and also Ikena Okpaluba actually added 10 points. Ofia also made 6 3-pointers in a game that actually dominated all through with ease. Don't forget, the chief of defense staff, talking about basketball championship, that is CDS MVP, bagged 6 points in the first quarter to actually give Upas an early 24-5 lead. He also he later scored 8 points, including back-to-back thrills to the Kings men to 51-23, up by the halftime. And as it stands, legend who actually played with a 7th game between Nigeria and also Argentina during the 2018 World Cup in Russia motivated him to seek allegiance to Nigeria. Don't forget, when Nigeria played Argentina, they actually lost 2-1, but it was a good game. Bassi told Sky Sport. Don't forget also Messi, of course. Messi is Messi in it. Don't forget, he scored that outrageous goal. Of course, I think it was a knee, a left foot, then right foot. It was actually top. Don't forget, but was what? But that was more of motivation to me to play for Nigeria and also play on the big stage as far as that is. Because 15 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time is what the time side. And as it stands, the best way to manage this injury is with surgery because surgery helps reduce the risk of suffering this type of injury again. And as it stands, there are injuries which affect the tendon in specific areas where you have to have surgery. And also don't forget the surgery delay things by around 2 weeks, but also reduce the risk of the injury reoccurring as far as that is concerned. Returning in about 16 weeks is the approximate time when you have this type of surgery. That's coming from the interim coach regarding Semi Ajayi. Not a very good one though, but of course we wish him a very a fast and also safe a fast and speedy recovery as far as that particular one is concerned. A minute before the youngster is ready. Don't forget, Waneri has been seen as the next young great talent since he made his Premier League debut at the age of 15 in 2022. Don't forget, the 17-year-old scored a superb goal. That was on Wednesday when Arsenal defeated Britain North End in the Carabao Cup. Waneri has made just 4 brief come-on appearances in the Premier League this season. And don't forget, however, there are calls for Arteta to give Waneri more playing time in the Premier League this season. And also don't forget, but Vieira has now won the Gunners a boss not to give into fans' desire. As it stands with the likes of Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, Lisandro Martinez, Raheem Sterling, and also Kai Havertz. Competition is like an enormous. And don't forget, Vieira told the betting expert official website. As it stands, he's only 17-year-old. We shouldn't rush things. He has a great potential, of course, and I am confident Mikel Arteta will gradually give him his chance. But just because the squad is actually stretched, does what continues. Don't touch it out. I will be right back.
Don't turn off your radio.
ẹ̀ǹlẹ́ ń bẹ̀ wọn gbogbo ọmọ òkè ògùn ní tilé toko àsìkò tá a ti ń retí mọ̀ ló tó ti dé kí gbogbo ọmọge tó rẹ tún yà àyà jáde láti kó.
From that short commercial break, the program that is still live presenting is Sport Brief on Power 365 FM, your #1 online radio in Southwest Nigeria. We are the best among the best, and whatever you may be listening to on social media and on Facebook at Power FM Live, and also on YouTube at Power 365 FM, and for the TikTok lovers at Power 365 online radio, so workers and listen to us live and direct 20 minutes away from 9 a.m. just like 20 seconds. A very quick one. Messi names 3 sports he loves playing apart from football. Let me confirm to you that Inter Miami captain, that's Lionel Messi, has named the top 3 sports that he actually loves playing beside football. Messi is widely considered one of the greatest players in the world in the history of football, and as it stands, the Argentina forward is the most decorated player in football, having won on Saturday. This is the best player between Ronaldo and Messi. Of course, the Real Madrid legend Iker Casillas has named known his choice of these. Of course, he said he believes they are up to another superstar to pick is combined. He confirmed also choose Maradona ahead of himself. Maradona is widely considered by many as a great footballer of all time. Don't forget, the Napoli legend helped Argentina football. Don't forget, the Inter Miami award actually fulfilled that prophecy in December 2022. He also helped La Basarti to win another FIFA World Cup. Don't forget, however, when recently asked to actually choose between Maradona and also Messi, Totti simply said, of course, I'll go for Maradona as far as that is concerned. Moving away from that particular story, my time is running on the show. Don't forget, the games were played over the course of the weekend. But before we go there, let's quickly take this news story. Let me confirm to you, talking about what? Talking about Al Nassr, our new manager, Pioli, actually opens on Cristiano Ronaldo attitude. He said he hailed the Portuguese superstar for his passion for the game of football despite his age. The Italian tactician actually joined the Portuguese star at Al Nassr in September and has been in charge of just 7 games. Don't forget, Ronaldo has been phenomenal under Pioli in their 7 games together. Don't forget, the former Juventus star has netted 5 times and provided 1 assist in the 6-3 minute. He has actually played under the 59-year-old and assistant to the former AC Milan boss, Todd Bola that Ronaldo has been a phenomenon. He said, I discovered that Cristiano dos Ronaldo still has the same passion and also enthusiasm as he were as still young despite his advanced age, always striving for achievements. And don't forget, he gives his best to score more goals and also help the team. He definitely impressed me. That's coming from this particular man. As far as Pioli is concerned, moving away from that, let's go take a look at games that were played over the course of the weekend. Yesterday, of course, games were played yesterday. Let's quickly run through that. Yesterday, in the Italian City, Deportivo Alaves win up against Mallorca. 8:30 p.m. It will be Leverkusen win up against VfB Stuttgart. French League at 7 p.m. Nigerian time. It will be Monaco win up against Angers. 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Lille will be taking on Lyon. Those are the games scheduled for what? For today. But later on tomorrow, you want to know because I'll make you understand the games that are actually scheduled for tomorrow. As it stands, later on tomorrow, don't forget, 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Newcastle United will be what? Win up against Arsenal. At 4 p.m.